Faith in him won't be easy. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Moscow.
Peter Zalmayev is director of the Eurasia Democracy Initiative, an international non-profit organisation dedicated to the promotion of democracy and human rights in post-communist country. He's in Kiev. Welcome to the programme. What do you think Russia hopes to gain from these referendums?
Well, they don't really care about legitimacy of any of the processes. They have left that shore a long time ago. My suspicion is that other than the officially stated reason that Vladimir Putin made, and that is that if you start hitting on these territories once they turn Russian, then we will kick in our nuclear doctrine. That is meant to intimidate the West and to dissuade it from continuing to give Ukraine weapons. But the other reason I think that's not been discussed much, and obviously it was not mentioned officially, is that Vladimir Putin is going to rely on the men in these territories who are currently Ukrainian citizens. Once the referendums come up with the results, and we know those results are preordained, they automatically become Russian. He will send them as cannon fodder to die for his nebulous goals in Ukraine.
And what would be the response of the international community to any of that?
Well, so far I've been encouraged that Western officials have seen Vladimir Putin for what he is. They have called his bluff, even though he has said that this is not a bluff. Many have noted that those who do not bluff usually do not have to say it's not a bluff. So they are not standing down. If anything, there are discussions now among the allies in the Pentagon of stepped up arms supplies to Ukraine.
And are we to see these referendums as a sign of desperation by Putin, or simply a stepping up of his objectives?
Yes, indeed. Together with his call for mobilization of 300,000 young Russian men, which is not going according to any sort of plan, and it's not clear how they're going to be equipped and how they're going to be armed. The same with the referenda. It shows that Vladimir Putin is now probably finally seeing that there's no clear path to military victory in Ukraine, and so he seems to be desperate.
So what do you think the course of this conflict could be then now?
Well, I think Vladimir Putin will have enough force by now, probably once the 300,000 arrive, and that would take months, to plug the gaps and continue this war on some kind of a low burn indefinitely. The paradox is, as suicidal as these steps have been and will be for Russia, I'm convinced of that, they extend Vladimir Putin's hold on power and his life.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us.